Hello everyone and welcome aboard. Tonight we have service from Phoenix to Ontario, California. We are parked at Phoenix Gate Charlie 3 and we should be getting started here shortly. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Hopefully it'll be a fun flight, and I fixed the bugs from anyone that watched last stream. Got that all sorted out. So let's just jump on into the cockpit here and get some power on. Ground power. Position lights steady, warm up the IRSs. Got 7 minutes. Check the voice recorder. Perfect. Fire tests. Cargo fire. Perfect. Let's get our ground services. So the chocks, we'll get the air starter unit, even though they wouldn't do that in real life, per se. Start service cruise. Alright, overhead panel, we will, have some air so we can throw on the air conditioning packs. And now we can do our fuel and payload. So we'll get the tablet up with the flight plan. Our fuel, 12,941, so 13,000 around. 13,000. Alright, so we're actually going to have to defuel and all that. Because our actual is 13,800, so we were too full in the end, somehow. And payload. Gotta get a calculator shortly. We'll do 132,544 minus 95,043, which is 37,501. Alright, get my phone back, and then we'll put that in. 37,501. Alright, now we got our payload. Heavy plane. Now we'll get started with the FMC. So first off, we'll check. We are at 737-800 with winglets. The navigation data from June 18th to July 15th, which is active, and engine rating 26,000 pounds of thrust. Alright. Kilo Papa Hotel X-ray. It's Phoenix at the IRS, GPS left position. Control route. We are going to KONT. There we go. As you can see right up here, Phoenix to Ontario. Our flight number is Southwest 180. SWA 180. We are expecting runway 8. We'll see if we get it or not. We'll just set up our departure. Runway 8 selected. On the keys to departure, transition is Herbert. And then we'll go back to our route page. And now we will put in our next waypoint, which is Papa Hotel Romeo Echo Delta. Direct. And then we got the arrival, which is a Skivvy 2 arrival. It's selected on the pred transition, and we're expecting 26 right. I'll select the ILS for now, and I do not know the transition yet, so we'll just do that later. Back to the route. Go ahead, activate and execute the route. Check for any discontinuities or vectors. Clear out the vectors. Oh, looks like our route is good. Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Fueling's complete. Since it is, we'll throw on the fasten seatbelt sign. We won't start the passenger flight leg yet. Reserves. Gotta alternate is about 2,000 plus 2,500. So about 4,500 plus 1,000. So we'll say 5.5 reserves. and our cost index is 30. Flight level 360. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and comment them, and I will answer them once I can. Which on the ground should be pretty much instant. The cruise winds are 306 at 20 knots. ISO deviation is +5, so we'll just put 5 and select that. Alright, N1 limit, we will do the 20 TD rate with the climb 1 selected, which will give us about 92.6% of our N1 thrust. Outside air temperature, we'll assume is 38. Let's see if we have tower on. I actually don't know. Ah, dang it. It looks like we don't really have that much. Air traffic control. Looks like... yeah. I don't think we'll have... dang it, that sucks. I'm not sure if we'll have any tower. Hopefully someone will get on at Phoenix. I could try to see if a guy will get on. I can text. I'll set up for flaps 5, center of gravity, trim is 5, and 5. V1 142, VR 142, and V2 is 146 at 146 at mode control pan. 6. Auto throttle, flight directors. What's our altitude today? Nope. There we go. 36,000. So we'll just clear ourselves up to 36,000 on departure. So now all we gotta do is put in our route data, which our winds are 307 at 13. Press on execute. Alright, and now the FMC should be set up. Gotta get my own ATIS through the ACARs. Phoenix. We'll send for the ATIS. Now we'll do a few warnings. Check them.
Oh, up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Oh, up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Oh, up. Airspeed low.
Alright. Start up the flight leg. Let's see if we can pick up the... nope. ATIS. Alright, Phoenix, the 19th, which is today, 2251 Zulu, okay. No wind, okay. Apparently it is pretty calm in Phoenix, which is perfect, so I guess I will take 8 right since I'm planning on it. If I can pull up a taxi chart. I am at Charlie 3, which is right here. So, will we have to taxi all the way on Charlie to runway 8? I might rather 25 right, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna set up for the 25 right departure. So that all we have to do is push back, right where my mouse is, we'll push back, and then we'll taxi Delta 11, Echo, Echo 13 to 25 right, so it'll be a much quicker taxi time. And it will delete the takeoff speeds, as expected, but they're all still the same. So we're good. Now we'll just check one more time for discontinuities. Alright, looking good. Set that to plan, set that to 20 nautical miles viewing. And then... there we go. Take off, that looks good. Yeah, I mean, that looks like a nice flight plan to me. We'll go back. Set up our view. Go a little closer. I'll arm vertical navigation and lateral navigation. Set heading to 250 degrees, which is around the runway heading. Right. There. Phoenix's elevation is 1,135, so we'll do 1,150 in the event of us having to return 1,150, and we're at flight level 360, so I'll just set up the pressurization real quick. There we go. And now I guess we can do our overhead scan. Should need anti-ice 38, dew point -8. Can we do 29075? And got the clouds. So we'll put in the altimeter, which is 2975 right there. 2975. And now we will do our overhead panel scan. Alright, we'll get the yaw dampener on. We'll check the crossfeed. This allows us to take fuel from one tank to the other. We'll turn on the fuel booster pumps, check the battery bus, 29 volts, ground power, we're getting 113, set to APU. We'll turn up the panel brightness a little bit. Once everyone's boarded, we'll arm the emergency exit lights, which we can do right now. Close up the doors and get the pushback truck ready. Just start fresh. Go there, and then I guess turn a little bit, maybe like that. That looks good to me.
Grounded cockpit, plan acknowledged. Grounded cockpit, the menu when you are ready.
Okay, the tow's driving up. We got the doors all shut. So now we'll arm the emergency exit lights. Seatbelt signs are on, press the attend call, check the power and overheat, turn on the window heats, check the probe heat, so anti-ice, wing anti-ice is working. Get the electric hydraulic pumps on. It's looking a little bit toasty in the cabin, a little warm. Oh, we do have bleed air right now, so that looks good. Turn auto brakes RTO. Check takeoff config. Then I was going to turn off the panel and tune
all doors and
Unicom, which
hatches
is
are closed.
122.8.
Ready to connect.
122.8. Set that in active. And emergency frequency, perfect. Squawk standard of 2200.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
There we go. I'm gonna run through the checklist real quick. Got safety mode selectors checked. Pins are removed. Oxygen test will do. Alright, and then we'll check the lights. Lights are looking fine, as they would be in a simulator. Yaw damper is on. Fuel got 13,000 pounds. Emergency exit lights are armed. Fasten seatbelt signs. Window heats are on. Air conditioning, pressurization, they're all set. Pressurization mode selector is on auto. Instruments cross-checked. Auto brake is RTO. Hydraulics are normal. Speed brake is down into 10. Parking brake is set. Yep, got all that. Stabilizer, trim cutout switches. Normal. We know the importance of those after the 737X. Rudders, ailerons, free and 0. We'll double check that. They're at 0, yep. PA, FMC, and CDU is set. That's the flight management computer. N1 bugs, 92.6. They're present. Set. Stabilizer trim is set to 5 units. We don't actually have an electronic flight bag that will say airplane mode. Phones are off. Cockpit door, we'll close that and get everyone seated by simply flicking on the anti-collision. And it should quiet everyone down back there and shut the door. And then we'll be good for pushback.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Real shortly here, we just gotta wait for those guys to shut the door. Get a wing view here. Alright, thank you. Alright, the door is shut, and here we go with our pushback. So we'll depressurize the nose wheel steering. We'll flip the packs off. That'll get the cabin nice. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to start the auxiliary power unit. We are still on ground power. Gotta get the auxiliary power spooled up. We would have just lost all power if I pushed back there. Was that on the checklist? I don't think it's on that one. I got distracted. Right, APU's spooling up. We will disconnect everything. The lights can remain on. I'll play the welcome aboard, even though they're playing their own little message back there. Gotta start the Love Cars track my flight, please. Thank you. Alright. AP is available. Pop it on the bus. We're not going to give it a minute load list. We'll just flip on the AP bleed. And now what we can do is disconnect ground power, disconnect air starter. And here we go. Now we will actually push back. So get the tacks off and release the parking brake. There goes the jetway.
We have everyone take their seats with their
That's not a
seatbelts
great view
on.
of it.
After that photo. Thank you. Thanks for choosing.
We should make good time and arrive at our destination as scheduled. So again, welcome aboard, and we'll be talking with you shortly after we reach our cruising altitude.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, thank you.
Cabin crew, side doors automatic.
Starting 2. One of these streams I may do a group flight. That'd be fun.
Welcome everyone. My name is
Alright.
and on behalf of Southwest Airlines, it's a pleasure
And
to have
one.
you flying with us. Now please give us your
Oil pressure.
while we
Check.
demonstrate the safety features of this airplane. Please take the safety information card out of the seat pocket.
25%. Give it fuel.
Please observe the exits being pointed out, two on the left and two on the right.
That's the EGT.
Slide wraps. There are 4
Exhaust gas temperature.
and if you are seated in an exit row, you must keep these areas clear of all hand luggage for takeoff and landing.
Bucklet in the front.
Exit row.
Once outside the aircraft, pull on the red tab to inflate, to manually inflate.
Here, got that engine at 56%. Starter will cut out. There it was. And now we will go ahead and start up 1.
If there is a loss of electrical power or if smoke fills the cabin, the emergency path lighting on the floor will illuminate, directing you to the exits which are identified by red lights and exit signs.
Alright,
Please take a
got
look
N1.
down, locate the nearest exit
Oil pressure.
behind you.
Perfect.
Seatbelts should be worn at all times when seated. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal
25%.
end into the buckle.
Fuel to idle.
Changed by adjusting the strap.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Your life jacket is located
Brake set. Disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Remove it from its stowage and place it over your head. Fasten the red straps to the front and tighten. Do not inflate the life jacket while inside the aircraft.
Alright, we're waiting for the starter cutout up here. There it was. Looks like we got 2 good starts, so you can disconnect. And now we'll do the overhead scan. We'll get the engine generators on, turn off the auxiliary power, set start switches to continuous. Get the pro heats on, depressurize this A side, left hydraulics. Packs on, isolation valve auto, APU bleed off. Now we'll get the taxi lights on when we're ready.
Tow is
Check the
disconnected
recall.
and bypass pin has
Flaps
been
5.
removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Alright, systems, we got good pressure. And we'll do flight control check, full down, center, full up, center, full left, center, full right, center, rudder left, center, rudder right, center. And for those of you that see this going on when you're on the ground, that is the flight control check. And we are about ready to taxi here, so we'll get the lights on.
Thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy your flight with Southwest.
Alright, engine.
Folks, looks
Alright.
like we're just a few planes back from getting off the ground. So at this time, flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Get our taxi chart. Even though it's a very short taxi on Delta 11 Delta, or Echo. Where to put that? I'll put that like here, I guess. Those of you that watched the first stream, hopefully this time we won't have a rejected takeoff like we did out of Salt Lake when we came to Phoenix about 2 weeks ago. Right. Looks like there's a Southwest jet over there. I don't know if that's a real person. Might just be the scenery. Speed it up a little. Have to hold here as I type out my message, letting people on the Unicom frequency know that I'm departing. Ooh, we'll just stop right there. And on Unicom, we will say Phoenix traffic. No, we'll say Phoenix traffic depth 25 right, I believe. And what transition are we on? Let's see. Or not transition up. Oh, great. What did I just do? I gotta actually pull that up. Oh, wait, no, I can just hit erase. Alright, Keynes 2 transition. Keynes 2 transition. That should be subsequent. I don't know. That should be enough. Alright. Don't believe I'm forgetting anything. It's just the chimes. Look to the left, to the right, make sure that no one is there. The unrealistic outside view. Now we'll get turned onto the runway here. Alright, start lapse timer. Throttle up to about 40%. Let the engine stabilize. Stabilize, set takeoff thrust. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. Crash checked.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive brake.
Gear up. Tap the brakes.
.400.
Phoenix traffic, United 2. Taxi on runway 26 for departure.
1000.
Bravo.
Don't know why he just actually spoke that. I used to, but then I stopped. Okay. We're a little low, but it's airspeed low. We are recovering. I think I'll hand fly it up to 25,000 again, as I did, as some pilots do in real life, often. Trim it down a little so we can actually gain some speed here. Alright, flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps up, speed check. Flaps up, no lights. Auto brake off, gear off. Set start switches to auto. Cabin is pressurizing. I really enjoy hand flying. It is a lot of fun. With the yoke, feels fun, like nice. Kinda like you're actually in the cockpit. Too fast. You gotta stay below 250 knots. Below 10,000 feet, you gotta be below 250. Pitched up a little bit aggressively there, but it's fine. VNAV is on. I wonder why it's not really doing its job that nicely right now. Alright, now we're above 10,000 feet, so I'll follow the flight directors so that it can slow us down a little. Get the turn off and landing lights off. Make sure that I'm not about to fly off the flight directors. Right now we're going to accelerate to 292 knots. Do the after takeoff checklist. Air conditioning and pressurization set. Start switches are auto. Landing gears off and off. Auto brake is off. Flaps are up, no lights. Altimeters will set standard at transition of 18,000 feet. So our cruising altitude today will be around, at 36,000 feet, 360, and which will be about 106 nautical miles. You can see right here how fast we're going through nautical miles. 1 nautical mile is about 6,000 something feet. I can't remember. But it's only like 1,000 or less feet more than a mile. Mile is 5,280. Yeah, I can't think of what a nautical mile is right now, how many feet it is. Yeah, it's really weird. We had no wind on takeoff. It's pretty easy. No crosswinds. The other night I was at Denver. Very busy, by the way. Trying to set a record of most departures and arrivals in an hour. And there was a very strong crosswind, like 16 knots or so. And 16 knots of crosswind in X-plane is more like 35 knots in real life. X-plane kind of seems to like amplify it a little. That's one thing that it doesn't do the most amazing job of. Other than that, it's great. Turn. Follow the flight director. This is all on departure. This is all they do to hand fly. They just keep the flight directors are these magenta lines, and I'm trying to keep my airplane, the black lines, with the flight directors. And this will provide vertical and lateral navigation. And then auto throttle. is on until like short final or final, and it will keep me at a constant speed. Right now, 97.5% of the thrust that the engines are rated to put out. That noise you're hearing is trimming. Alright, we're about at transition altitude. Set standard. There it is. Transition altitude. Set standard of 29.92 inches of mercury. I hope you guys like the head shake mod. That's why it kind of looks weird. Like the plane's moving, but my head isn't. Got it fixed so that it's not crashing now. That's nice. Check X-Pilot. Got no new messages. Layers. Alright, I guess you can't get X-Pilot up. Alright, now I got 13 knots of crosswind. 014 at 13. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Pretty soon here we'll be at cruising altitude and we should be descending in like 30 minutes, I would guess. Trying to trim the airplane so that it's not so heavy to pull back. Whoa. We just hit a little patch of rough air, seems like. I've had that sometimes. I don't know why, but it does that. Been in the air for about 10 minutes, as you can see by the elapsed timer. Alright, shortly here we're gonna go ahead and engage the autopilot. We're approaching flight level 250. Here we're at 24,000. Alright, as promised, here's 25,000 feet. Go ahead and engage autopilot here. Command A. Autopilot is now flying the aircraft. And now I just monitor it. Make sure it's pressurizing. Good. Got all our lights off. Start switch is auto. Strobe and steady. Anti-collision light isn't on. Trigger has to be on. So we'll just set air conditioning back to auto. Should probably get the lighting to like cruise medium so that we got purple lights. Looks better at night, but here we are climbing into Phoenix. Gonna descend into Ontario, California, which I've never been to before. So it'll be interesting. this is... Huh. It says that, TCAS, Traffic Collision Avoidance System, is off. Which... must be an X-Pilot bug, I guess? Huh. But I'll just put it back on. Pretty soon here we're gonna do our, top of climb. We'll do the descent weather and the FMC and also the fixed rings. And we'll do our landing performance data calculations and weight. And the electronic flight bag. We're approaching our top of climb, about 40 nautical miles. That's 40. So we're making progress. I'll go ahead and let's see. Just this guy out. Yeah, we'll put him to that. Let's see what cruise speed we could get out of. Yeah, we're planned at 0.77. I think I'll do 0.81 Mach on 0.81. Execute that. And we'll do like 315, I guess, for airspeed when we switch to that. We got our descent, which is perfect. Alright, I guess I could... Here, I'll wait until cruise, so that we have something to do in cruise to do all the descent weather. 6,000 feet to level off. And fuel flow is 4,290 pounds per hour, and we've used about 3,000 pounds so far of fuel. Took off with 13,000, or left the gate with 13,000, I should say. We've used 3,000. Could give us the max climb. Max rate. So you can get up to cruise here a little bit faster. We don't really need to, but we will. We'll just pretend they told us we need best possible climb rate. It should hold us at 250 knots. That's why we're descending. I mean, that's why we're losing speed. But now at 250, it'll pitch down a little, give us our best climb rate. So that's what that function does. Now we're at 33,250 knots. So, huh. Now I guess it's just gonna go slow. 2,000 feet, almost there, people. Guess I can just go back to econ or climb, but that'll probably, yeah, that'll put our speed back up to 0.72. But at Pred in 11 nautical miles, we should be basically at our top of climb. Now it's going to want to accelerate, isn't it? To 0.77. Barely climb. Okay, now we're gaining some speed. Trying to think. we got no questions. Anyone chat? Anyone in the chat?
1,000 to go.
1,000 level off checked. I wish there was air traffic control on right now. Let's see who's near us. San Diego or San Francisco approach, Los Angeles ground. So I don't think, yeah, there's no centers on. Dang it. Normally Friday night there's a ton of traffic or controllers. I thought at the beginning we would have some in Phoenix. Should have checked that, I guess. Alright, now that we're at 36,000 feet, it will accelerate to our cruising speed. As we level off here, we'll get another nice speed. So I guess what we'll do now is our descent weather. So let's just pull that up. Goes at the bank angle. Go ahead, next page, next page, next page. There it is. Descent. This is what we're looking at right here. So we'll go to descent forecast. We'll put in 200, 15,000 and 10,000. And our wind at 20,000 is 310 at 12. So this accounts for accurate fuel burn, and it can plan the descent better. 15 at 7. That's autopilot trimming. 071 at 3. ISO deviation is 9, and our altimeter at KONT, Kilo Oscar November Tango. We'll send that. As you can see, we're now going about Mach 0.81. Top of descent is actually in 40 miles. I guess this is a very short hop. Do we have ATIS yet? There it is. Altimeter is 2988. So /2988. Put that in. Execute. Now what we'll do is the fixed rings. Gotta figure out what runway. Wind is 280 at 11. Let's see which runways they have. Arrival at KONT 280. So, yeah. They only have. Okay, so they have 2 parallel runways: 26 left, 26 right. The other one, 8 left and 8 right. So I guess we'll plan for. Well, which one is long? Or I already have Avitab. Let's see which one is longer. So like 26 right is longer. Okay. Can put in the airport elevation while we have the chart. Oh, where'd that go? There it is, 944. So we'll plan on the ILS for 26 right, and then we'll disconnect it around 2,000 feet, so we won't do the full ILS approach. But I'll set up for that, and then if we take a look at our approaches, we can look at the transitions. There's our localizer. 26 right, okay. So, which transitions do we have? No. Here's the PD's transition. Papa Echo Tango at India Sierra. I think I just kind of want to come straight in like I was planning on, which would mean no transition. If we just zoom on in, you can see. We go to plan and step through the plan. Yeah, we'll come on in on this line. We'll come on in and capture the localizer. So, as opposed to, what else do we have? Yeah. Perfect. Alright. So now we can do the landing performance calculation. Got the landing runway. Yep, 26 right. Checked. What star are we on? We are on the Scooby 2 Arrival. Gotta find that real quick. Scooby 2 Arrival. From Pred, it looks like. More Pred. So, at Pred, we are at up there, so looks like we've already passed Pred, actually. Bug down the altitude to 5,000 for now. Alright, star is good, so now all we need to do really is our landing calculation. So for that, what we're going to do is go to the iPad, we'll go fuel, landing, select the runway, dry, wind is 280 at 11. Altimeter, outside air temperature and altimeter 28 and 298. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good. And 28. That is Celsius. 29.88. Flaps are gonna be 30. We want all. Rear fatted is 5. Landing weight. We gotta do the landing weight. No progress. And then let me do this math real quick. So just literally subtract 1. So 140.4. Okay, that was easy. Then we'll select that in gross weight and get our speeds to update. 30 and 146. Flaps 30 and the speed will be 146. So now we'll go back up here. 140,400, I believe. Wait. Okay. Looks like auto brake 1 will do fine. Let's try to figure out where the terminal is. Alright, we've started our descent. So we'll land, and it looks like Terminal 1. Yeah, could we get Terminal 1? Yeah, maybe we'll do auto brake 2. Okay, that's nice. Alright, and then drag required. We need to find the minimums for the runway we're landing, which ILS or localizer. Yep, we're doing ILS right now. So it's 1,132. That is barometer. 1,132. 70, 1,172. Because you add 40 to the minimums. So that by the time you press takeoff, go around the TOGA, you can actually go around before you hit that minimum altitude. And now we should be set up for landing. The ILS approach. We just gotta tune the frequency. Alright, so the frequency is 109.7. Yeah. Right. This will allow us to capture the localizer. Oh, 109. 109.7. And we'll set that to active and get the runway heading. Approach course is 258. Set that. 258. Okay. Missed approach. We're gonna climb to 2,200 feet. Climbing left turn 4,000. Direct Papa Delta Zulu. Vortac and hold. So we got our hold in here at Papa Delta Zulu. And it is at 4,000 feet or above. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so we'll come on in, capture the localizer, and descend towards the runway. And at about 2,000 feet, I will disconnect it. So get the airport diagram back up. And it should just be exiting. We'll land right here, go on down, and then exit Kilo, golf to the ramp. Into Terminal 1. Hello, Andrew Grabowski. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Andrew. We are descending. Oh wow, we got 6 people. Gotta check the final approach, fix altitude. ILS. Looks like we'll set the final approach to, we'll say 4,000. And then we should be on the localizer path. Looks like we're at 28,000 feet. Yes, thank you, Andrew. We're southwest right now. Alright, next we should be descending to 21,000 feet. There it goes. Set the start switches to continuous. Good landing lights on as we go through 10,000 feet. And we shouldn't need the anti-ice this approach now. Alright, let's see. We have 78 nautical miles till the end destination, so thank you to everyone for sticking around. What's that view? I don't know. That looks good to me, I guess. So that. Just now. Wow. Down 4 people. Yeah, I thought this flight would take a little bit longer because it's short. It's only going to take about 40 minutes. 45, I don't know. Alrighty. Hopefully this landing will be a smooth one. Nice stabilized approach. 6. Right. 36, so that should be... Okay. Now we got our fixed rings. Perfect. Alright, here we go to in between 19,000 and 16,000, flight level 190. And then at 18,000 feet, we'll set to the local altimeter of 29.88 inches mercury. Ontario traffic, southwest 180, descending on the Scooby 2 arrival for 26 right. Alright, I don't want to type it, so I decided to just speak my announcement and hope that should be good. Yeah, we're doing fine. Set standard. Nice. Yeah, it should be about 10 minutes to landing, so 45-minute flight or so. If all goes smooth and don't have to go around. Should be just slowing to 240 here soon. Yeah, 10,000 feet, gotta slow down below 250 knots, like I said earlier. Used about 4.7, 4,700 pounds, 600 I guess. I like how smooth this flight has gone compared to the first stream. It's really gone well. Knock on wood. Should play the prepare for landing speech.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Approaching 10,000 feet, we'll flip on the landing lights. Alright, I would like it to slow down now. Payload display. Yeah, I hope at 12,000 feet it'll slow. Oh, not what I wanted. Next page. Yeah, if it hasn't slowed at 11,000 feet, I might manually set it to do 240 on this end right now. But normally, oh, there it goes. 240 knots, it's set. So now I will give it some drag if it requires it. Looks like we're actually slowing quite nicely. Oh, just hit another pocket of rough air. Winds are 7 knots. We got a 7-knot tailwind, actually. I don't think we had that all cruise. I didn't really notice. Right. Yeah, we're slowing quite nicely. We're approaching 240 knots. As you can see, the airport's less than 40 nautical miles away, so we're getting there. 5 to 10 minutes, I'd estimate. Alright, gotta get the landing lights on and the runway turn-offs. See the cabin crew.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we request that you store your electronic devices until we are safe for parking today. In final preparation for landing, please make sure your seat backs are straight up. Your train
Got the frequency tuned and set to active. Guess I didn't set that to Charlie. TAR. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, approaching California. Dry California. Should be turning to final here shortly. I'll set it to 20. Pretty soon here I'm going to start extending the flaps. Flaps 1. Flaps 5. And we'll hold flaps 5 till we get to the fixed ring right there. And by this fixed ring, we should be configured for landing, which is about 4.5 nautical miles from the airport. Got our lights on. Ontario traffic, Southwest 180, 3.2 nautical miles from Kayla, 26 right. There. When you arm the speed brakes, that makes sure that they will go up as soon as you touch down. All these surfaces will increase drag. Set down to 3,000. I'll engage Vorlock here shortly to capture the localizer, or approach mode. It will set up Vorlock. This dashed line right here is the localizer. So once we begin turning, I'll arm VOR LOC by pressing approach. Can we see the airport? Oh. Would you look at that? There he is. Oh wow, we just hit a big gust of wind. Alright, once the plane stabilizes, we'll activate approach. We're just gonna do a cat, not cat 3, so not full auto land. We're just gonna use it as reference. It should take us in nicely.
Thousand to go.
Phoenix Ontario traffic, Southwest 180, 1 mile from Zeblu, 26 right approach. 26 right for the landing, actually. Alright, set flaps 15. Drop the landing gear.
1,000 to go.
Alright, localizer captured. There goes glide slope.
2,500.
Checked. Alright, gear down, 3 green. Set flaps 30, and then once I got a bit of a... Oh, come on, please tell me how to. 120.6. Okay. Ontario Towers, Southwest 121 with you on a about 6 mile final for 26.
Southwest 180, Ontario Tower, 26 left. Confirm.
Southwest 180, yeah, sorry. We are on 26 right currently.
Southwest 180, wind 230 at 13, runway 26 right, clear to land.
26 right, clear to land, Southwest 180. There's some tower for us. Alright. Set flaps 30, and then we'll go ahead and disconnect here shortly. Alright, manually flying. That's cool, so we do have tower now. Quite neat.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilize, missed approach set. Uh-oh. Yeah, I said 26 back there, and I meant 26 right. Then when I keyed it in again, I cut him off. Disconnect auto throttle.
500. 400. Approaching 300. Minimum 200.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Whoa. Is that a bit of a bounce I felt? Not the best landing. Acceptable,
80 knots.
as it says.
Southwest 180, welcome to Ontario. Exit right when able. Taxi to your gate via November.
Right when able, taxi to gate via November, Southwest 180.
We'll be taxiing for the next few minutes, so we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off.
Shoot.
Southwest 180, looks like you made a left.
That will be your only indication that it is safe to get up.
Oh, did he say right when able?
We also ask that you
Southwest 180, yeah, confirmed. Could you taxi us around back to November, please?
so we ask that you check
Southwest 180, are you able to make a 180 where you're at your present position, or would you like to taxi down runway 26 left and then back up Kilo?
Yeah, where we are now, we'd prefer to taxi up 26 left if able.
Southwest 188, continue via Papa, taxi via runway 26 left, right Kilo, cross runway 26 right, taxi to the gate via November.
Alright, taxi 26 left, right on Kilo. Taxi to the gate via November, Southwest 180. Okay, gotta find Avitab and figure out which way to go here. So we landed 26 right. Now we are on Papa, so take a right and then take Kilo. Oh, I was looking at it upside down. That's why. Got confused. As always, we have an event or episode taxi.
Original pilots, ATIS Lima, now current, winds 240 at 12, altimeter 2990.
Alrighty. Okay, now we'll take Kilo to the gate. Yeah, that was a mistake. I was looking at it reverse and I got turned around. Oops.
Target Tower, UPS 489 Heavy, ready for taxi, 26 left. UPS 489 Heavy, runway 26 left, taxi via Whiskey. 26 left via Whiskey, UPS 489 Heavy.
Alright, 26 right. He said we could cross. Check left, checked right. Then we'll continue Kilo to the ramp. Yeah, I was already trying to exit left when able, and then he said exit right, dang. Kilo Golf is to the right, which means... Oh, are you serious? There are no jet bridges at Ontario. Beautiful little airport. It doesn't have jet bridges. So where are we gonna go, I guess? Just kind of pull into one of the stands. Get an exterior view and find my way around. We'll take this second gate here, I guess. ATC is off. Guess we'll get the APU started here. As I did not.
UPS 489 Heavy, winds 240 at 12, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff. Capital winds 26 left, clear for takeoff, UPS 489 Heavy.
Ontario Tower, the 86 Ray Bravo Golf Charlie Foxtrot. Almost 5 miles east from the airport for full stop landing.
X-ray Bravo Golf Charlie Foxtrot, Ontario Tower. Make a left base for runway 26 right. Report short final.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to ask that
Okay, left base for runway
The emergency
26
exit lights
right.
off.
We call on short final.
the aircraft will keep
X-ray
Beacon
Bravo
light
Golf
off,
Charlie
and then
Foxtrot.
we'll use GPU. We'll just keep the APU running. Then we'll extend the air stairs, get the lights bright, then release. And we have to get the APU bleed so that we have air. Alright, we'll do a quick shutdown. I'll just say goodbye to the ATC. Thanks for controlling tonight. Good night, Southwest 180.
Have a good night. Thanks for flying.
Alright, I guess we will disconnect from VATSIM and submit the flight. So here's VATSIM.
UPS 489 Heavy.
Disconnect from the network. Then we'll submit this flight. What did it get our landing weight as? Where is it? 318. Huh. Not sure I believe that, but let's see if it got approved. Perfect. Another flight approved. Close left cars. I'll just watch the replay here momentarily, as people will say are done getting off the plane, and then we'll do our overhead scan and make sure we're ready to shut down the aircraft. Get the yaw dimmer off. Get APU will have to get its own fuel. Alright, so this is how easy it is to shut down the aircraft. Basically, you just do the overhead scan, make sure, get the window heats off, get off the electric hydraulic pumps, turn off the trim air, turn off the packs, off the APU, isolation valve is on auto, and then you can disconnect the APU power. Get the IRSs off, and simply battery off. Then we can close these two, and now all we got is a cold and dark aircraft. So now we can watch the replay of the landing, and then that will be the end of the stream. A little too far.
3,500, 200.
Alright, thank you for watching, and I will leave you with these replays. See you later, up in the skies. I was terrible. It was very bouncy all over. But thank you everybody for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.